So we're down to the ultimate edition of the iPhone 13 series. Yep, talking about the iPhone 13 Pro Max. For the iPhone 13 Pro was better, but with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it's actually bigger and also much better than the iPhone 13 Pro. So yep, it's obvious for the iPhone 13 Pro Max to have the best of upgrades for this flagship. And for sure, the iPhone 13 Pro Max had it all packed with massive upgrades, which even makes it better with the 3 major upgrades for the iPhone 13 series. So the battery, the screen, and the cameras. But quickly, what you would notice instantly with the iPhone 13 Pro Max is the huge size of the phone. So you're actually looking at a 6.7 inch of screen display for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And speaking of screens, looking at the top bezel size of the iPhone 13 Pro Max has been reduced by 20%. And with this huge screen, makes it looks very great. Looking at this almost covered full screen makes me just imagine Apple launching a full screen iPhone, which I definitely know they are thinking about or even working on. I really have a great feeling about this. A quick question here, which iPhone do you think this is going to be? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Back to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Okay, so not forget the back of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which looks similar to that of the iPhone 13 Pro, but just bigger. And looking at it closely, the rear cameras of the iPhone 13 Pro looks bigger on the camera bump. So let's talk about some Pro model features here. First of all, the Pro Motion display is available 120Hz, which is actually adjusted when scrolling through various apps. Something I haven't talked about is the 1000 nits of brightness to the peak of 1200 nits of brightness for the iPhone 13 Pro models. And also with the new Pro model colors, namely graphite, gold, silver, and the new cereal blue, which are really looking pro-like features here. I almost forgot, there is an available memory also for the iPhone 13 Pro models. 1TB of internal storage, and it's amazing because it's only a few smartphones which have this amount of storage. So not only the size of the iPhone 13 Pro Max has been increased here. Could you guess? Okay, so let's note this down. How big a smartphone is actually related to the battery capacity of the phone. Yep, little fun fact here. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max battery capacity was actually made known as compared to the others. So a 4352 mAh battery, which has the longest duration of on-time screen use of 3.5 hours, which will last for 2 straight days with a normal daily use without thinking of charging. And charging the iPhone 13 Pro Max with 27 watts won't also take you long, but just 30 minutes for 50% of battery capacity. That's nice. So talk less of the available 1TB of internal storage for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. There are still other available storage, 128GB, 256GB, and in addition with 512GB. And also not to forget the 6GB of RAM for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Sure, so these ones are actually meant for those who prefer the battery of the iPhone 13 Pro Max to the storage. Going on with the camera setup of the iPhone 13 Pro Max has the same design and spec as the previous gen iPhone. Talking about the triangular camera layout of the triple 12 megapixel camera. So, a 12 megapixel telephoto 3x optical zoom, a 120 degree 12 megapixel ultra wide, and finally the 12 megapixel wide camera, which does well with photo shots like these ones. And also with the new video modes for the iPhone 13 series, we have the cinematic mode, which Apple described as their movie-like filming mode, which isn't actually to its best as compared to movies, but very nice cool feature here. And not to forget the ProRes video mode, which basically allows you to shoot videos in 4K at 30 frames per second. But quite unfortunately guys, it isn't yet here, but coming on later on this year. Yep, I'm curious here. Do you think Apple really did their best with their ultimate edition of the iPhone 13 series? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. And also now we are literally through with the iPhone 13 series, and if you haven't actually watched the other reviews, I have made a special playlist for the iPhone 13 series, and let me know the iPhone which will be best for you. And this was NOK Tech. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video useful, consider liking and most importantly, kindly subscribe to this amazing team of tech lovers. Thanks for subscribing and see you sooner than you expect. Stay blessed.